morning, wrestling fans. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. Welcome to the Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning, Wrestling Fans. I am Lance Brock. Hope everyone is having a great day today to start off your Tuesday. Unfortunately, last night was not able to do a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic going over last night's Raw. So at this time, what I'm going to do now on this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans is just go over last night's Monday Night Raw quickly. And last night, Raw was live from the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. Our commentators for the night, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. We started things off with Drew McIntyre, who was then interrupted by the world's heavyweight champion, Damian Priest. And there was more hijinks, I guess you could call them, or shenanigans between Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. She gave him her hotel card to her hotel room. And the last night on Raw, we also saw Io Sky representing Damage Control defeat Lyra Valkyria. Then after the match, they attempted a 3-on-1 attack, and then Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, sorry about that, made the save. The Latino World Order, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, teamed up with Braun Strowman for a 6-man tag and defeated the Judgment Day team of JD McDonough, Carlito, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Sami Zayn defeated Otis and continued to tease Otis, kinda finally snapping and turning against Chad Gable. The commentators even brought up the point, it's kind of like Otis has Stockholm Syndrome. He even talked about, in a backstage segment earlier in the show, he even talked about losing Tucker, his partner in the Heavy Machinery tag team, and his peach, Mandy Rose. So they're delaying this split, at least for a little while anyway, between the Alpha Academy and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark defeated the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. In one of the most matches anticipated this week on Raw, Braun Breaker defeated Ilya Dragunov, and Dragunov, nursing his injuries in the back, Breaker attacks him, then Ricochet comes in, tries to make the save, and then Breaker destroys Ricochet in the back, throwing him into the equipment trucks, almost shades of Kevin Nash throwing Rey Mysterio into the truck back in Universal Studios on that episode of Monday Nitro, and then got onto the stepladder part of the truck and then through a windshield of a car. And I know there were a lot of reports yesterday during the day that WWE was going to come up with a way to write Ricochet off of TV, since it does not look like he will be re-signing with the company. And since his contract is up, I do not know the exact date though, but he will not have a no-compete clause. So as soon as the contract is up, he could show up anywhere. And yes, as soon as a wrestler leaves WWE, sorry about that, the first place people speculate about is AEW. Will they end up in All Elite Wrestling? To be honest, I wouldn't doubt it. Ricochet, of course, never been in AEW, but has competed for New Japan Pro Wrestling, has a history with the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, and people are already speculating that we could possibly see Ricochet show up at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. You never know. Could happen if he even does leave. Who knows? Maybe last night at Raw they could have struck up a last-minute deal with him, convinced him to stay. But like I said, since his contract expired, he is free to go somewhere else if he wishes. We'll just have to wait and see. And also last night on Raw, The Miz was looking for R-Truth all night. And then when he finds him, he found out that R-Truth got them a tag team match for their World Tag Team Championships against the APA. But then we find out that R-Truth was talking to a psychic who was actually Scarlett Bordeaux, and she convinced R-Truth to give the Authors of Pain, AOP, a World Tag Team title shot. Awesome Truth retains though after the New Day get involved. And in the main event of Raw last night, Drew McIntyre defeated Finn Balor as we head into the Clash at the Castle this Saturday. So overall, I would say maybe not a great go-home show before Clash at the Castle, but I wouldn't say a bad episode of Raw last night either. And tonight, our Tuesday night pro wrestling lineup, we have WWE NXT on USA Live, 8 p.m. Central, or Eastern, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, 8 p.m. Eastern, with all the fallout from Sunday night's Battleground Premium Live event. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern on Vice in the United States, or Crave in Canada. We have the second episode of Who Killed WCW. Remember, this is only a 4-part documentary series. And like I said, I know everything pretty much about WCW has already been talked about, but I'd still recommend watching it anyway. And that is all for this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Go to the comment section right now and leave your thoughts and your opinions on last night's WWE Monday Night Raw. I will be right here tomorrow for Wednesday's episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans to preview tomorrow night's AEW Dynamite. And until then, have a great pro wrestling day.